Jets fans, it's been a minute. I am excited to get back to recording regularly. The New York Jets just met with the media at the Combine, and Aaron Glenn, head coach of the New York Jets, as well as Darren Mougey, GM of the New York Jets, spoke to the media. We got clear answers and clear directions, and if you are enjoying these videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It would truly mean the world to me. I put a lot of effort into making these videos. And getting straight into it, I first wanted to talk about head coach Aaron Glenn. Now, coming off of a first year of what some would call a disaster, he fired more than half of his coaching staff. He assembled a full new coaching staff. He talked about the main difference was synergy. Now, Steve Wilks and the other guys that he brought in last year, he said that the number one thing that he messed up with was synergy. Being able to work with these guys. When you look at this new list of coaching staff, he brought in guys that him and Darren Mougey have worked with, guys that he can trust, guys who have a proven track record. We see that on the offensive side of the ball with newly hired offensive coordinator Frank Reich, who's been there as a head coach, and who will basically be the head coach of the offense. Aaron Glenn will still be keeping tabs on special teams, offense, and defense, which he will be calling plays with, which he announced today.
And I will be the play caller when it comes to the defense. And man, the guys that I chose to be on the staff defensively, they really compliment me. And more than anything, they really compliment each other.
I saw somebody else talk about the popularity of head coaches calling the defense now, because Mike McDonald just won the Super Bowl as a defensive guy calling the show at the head coaching position. Defense wins championships. And now with him ultimately coming back and calling the plays for the Jets, he's obviously been there as a player, and now with him coming back to ultimately be in a more active role for the defense, I think we're going to see the defense improve more. We also got a better understanding of what the New York Jets are going to do with running back Breece Hall. And Darren Mougey had said that their relationship between Breece Hall and the Jets are heading in a great direction. They talk regularly, and they are trying to reach a deal, and ultimately, if they don't, they're either going to transition tag him or franchise tag him. Take a listen in.
Is something known to Breece before free agency? And if not, are the tags possibly an option?
Yeah, the tags are an option. Ideally, we'd find a way to get a deal done and keep Breece around. I think I've said that for the last year since I've got here. Breece is a good player. Want to find a way to keep him around. We've been going through that process and are still doing so. And, we have a week to find out, if we can't get to an agreement, which way we'll go with that tag.
Do you get the sense that he wants to be here long term?
I do. I do get the sense that Breece wants to be here. We've had good conversations throughout the season, after the season. So just finding a way to do that.
I love this approach from the Jets. Breece Hall has been your best player on offense this year. With Garrett Wilson out, and now with them most likely going to bring in a rookie quarterback, having a great running back in Breece Hall, who is still young, he's 24 years old, is a luxury for a rookie quarterback coming in. And I didn't get the sense from the clip that you may have seen with Breece Hall in Long Island from the New York Post that he wanted out. And that's not what the Jets are getting from him as well. He wants to be paid, and he should be paid. I looked at something, and I just realized that through these 4 years for the New York Jets, Breece Hall has only made $10.9 million. That's what he's going to most likely be making per year. Now, the market value for running backs, we just saw Javonte Williams get a 3-year, $24 million extension with $18 million guaranteed. While we could see something similar to that, I personally would lean to give him a 2-year, $26 million deal, $13 million a year. Then you build off of that and see what happens after those 2 years, because at the end of the deal, he would be 26 years old, and then go from there. Breece Hall is a big part of what they want to do here as the New York Jets. Aaron Glenn and Darren Mougey continue to speak glowingly of him. I know we see the cryptic tweets from Breece Hall here and there, but ultimately he's a great player, and the Jets want to retain great talent. The next thing he talked about was quarterback Justin Fields and how he's still on the roster. Take a listen in.
What's the status of Justin Fields?
Yeah, Justin's on the roster, and just like every other position, we're going to evaluate the quarterback position through every landscape, whether that's trade, on the street, free agency. to see what we can add to the team. But Justin's under contract, Laddie's under contract. We have no, trigger date with Justin's contract, so he's part of the Jets.
I honestly am leaning towards thinking that the New York Jets are going to incorporate Justin Fields in some way in 2026. Now, I think that they could bring him back. Was he the best quarterback for the New York Jets in 2025? No, he struggled. But ultimately, I don't see a lot better options on the free agent market. And does a guy like Kirk Cousins at the end of his career really want to come here? Does Derek Carr want to come out of retirement to play for the Jets? I'm really hoping that the Jets will consider bringing back Fields to start to compete for the starting job. Now, if they draft a quarterback, ultimately, do you want your rookie quarterback starting out the gate from week 1? While Justin Fields might not be able to show him the ropes, I think the Jets should ultimately look to bring him back, but that's just me. I know there's probably going to receive a lot of backlash for that take. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. That's just how I personally feel about it. Is he the best quarterback for the New York Jets in 2026? Probably not, but I don't see a lot of better options for the Jets in the free agent market. But that's just how I look at it. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. That's all for this one. Let me know how you feel about the New York Jets heading into the combine here. A few prospects you want to look out for the New York Jets to potentially draft. Guys that the Jets can utilize and ultimately bring in to be a big part of what Aaron Glenn and Darren Mougey are trying to do for this New York Jets team. So that's all for this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, go Jets.